You do everything right. You go to work, you pay your bills, you maybe even tuck a little away. But somehow, at the end of every month, you open your bank account and the money is just gone. Not stolen, not lost, just gone. And the worst part, you can't even figure out where it went. If that sounds familiar, you're not bad with money. You're playing a game that no one taught you the rules to. And today, we're going to fix that. Here's what most people believe about money: earn more, save more, retire happy. Simple, logical, completely wrong. Because here's what actually happens when most people start earning more money. They upgrade the apartment, they upgrade the car, they add a few new subscriptions, they eat out a little more. And before they know it, their spending has grown to match their income, almost dollar for dollar. Economists call this lifestyle inflation. I call it the invisible wealth killer. It doesn't feel like a problem because you're not doing anything wrong on the surface. You're just living a little better. You deserve it, right? But underneath that lifestyle upgrade, the gap between what you earn and what you keep is quietly closing. And when that gap closes, wealth stops growing. Wealthy people understand something most people don't. Wealth is not built by income. Wealth is built by the gap between income and spending. Let me say that again. Wealth is not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. The tool they use to protect that gap is what I call the 3-bucket system. It's not complicated. It's not a spreadsheet. It doesn't require a financial advisor. It's just a mental model for telling your money where to go before your emotions tell it somewhere else. Imagine 3 buckets sitting in a row. The first bucket is red. It's your spend bucket. This is where your living expenses go: rent, groceries, utilities, transportation. The second bucket is blue. It's your save bucket. This is your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses, a financial cushion for when life happens. The third bucket is green. It's your invest bucket. This is the one that builds wealth. Every dollar here goes to work while you sleep. Now, here's what most people are doing right now. They have one bucket and it has a hole in the bottom. Money flows in, money flows out. The bucket never fills, and they wonder why they're not getting ahead. The 3-bucket system works because it removes decisions. Most people fail financially not because they're lazy or irresponsible, but because they make too many emotional spending decisions. Think about it. Every time you get paid, you're faced with 100 small choices. Should I save this or buy that? Should I invest now or wait until I have more? Should I pay down debt or build an emergency fund? Decision fatigue is real, and emotion always wins in the absence of a system. When you automate your 3-bucket system, you don't make decisions. Money arrives, it splits, done. 50% to the spend bucket, 20% to the save bucket, 30% to the invest bucket. Those percentages can shift based on your situation, but the structure stays the same. And here's the part people miss. Once the invest bucket starts growing, it compounds. You earn returns on your returns. The money builds momentum, and over years, what started as a small habit becomes something that could actually change your life. Here's exactly what to do this week. 3 steps. That's it. Step 1. Write down your real take-home pay after taxes, not what you make on paper, what actually lands in your bank account. Most people have no idea what this number is. Find it. Step 2. Open a separate savings account, today if you can. Label it emergency fund. Make sure it is not connected to your debit card. The point is friction. You want it to be slightly annoying to touch this money. Step 3. Open one investment account, a Roth IRA or a basic index fund through Fidelity, Vanguard, or Schwab, and put $50 in it this week. Just $50. Not because $50 makes you rich, but because starting matters more than starting big. Every wealthy person you admire started with a small, boring, consistent habit. Not a lucky break, not a genius investment, a system. If this video gave you one new way to think about your money, I put together a free one-page budget starter guide that walks you through setting up your own three-bucket system. It's simple, it's printable, and it takes about 10 minutes to set up. The link is in the description below. And if you want to go deeper, the next video I'd recommend watching is called The Invisible Tax on Your Income That Nobody Talks About. It explains why inflation is quietly shrinking the value of every dollar you save and what to do about it. I'll see you in that one.